Hey, what's up guys, it's Banu here from AndroDollar.com, and today I have got my hands on all three variants of the all new Galaxy S10 series. So I have the Galaxy S10 Plus, the Galaxy S10 and the Galaxy S10E, and I've explored these devices for a bit, and in this video I'm gonna be sharing with you guys 10 awesome tips for you to make the maximum out of your new Galaxy device. So if you're excited for that, go ahead and smash that like button and hit on that subscribe button right now if you're new to my channel, and let's explore the S10 series. Alright, so let's get started. The first tip is on how to remap the Bixby key. So we all know that all Samsung devices have this Bixby button, all the compatible devices that have Bixby. So in order to remap the Bixby to open up anything we want, we have an option under advanced features on the S10 series to do that. So this is actually the first time that we have got this chance to remap the Bixby key to open up anything we want. So how it works is here on the S10 I still haven't configured Bixby, so I can't show the functionality on this, but on the S10 Plus Bixby is set up, so I will show that off on the S10 Plus. So how it works is here we have either a single press to open up Bixby or double press to open up Bixby. So if you go with the single press to open up Bixby, you can set up a double press action to launch a quick command or open any type of application. Or if you go with the complete opposite, you can double press to open up Bixby and use a single press to open up anything you want. So since I don't use Bixby much, so I'm gonna go with the double press to open up Bixby and use the single press to open up anything I want. So here I'm gonna go ahead and open any application. I can open anything I want. So in this example I just use Snapseed. So now if I just go ahead and hit on the Bixby key, Snapseed will open up really fast. This is really fast and convenient, so definitely give it a shot, and now you can properly make use of the Bixby key on the Galaxy S10 series. So here I have the S10 Plus, here I have the S10, and over here we have the S10E. In the second tip, let me show you a system-wide dark mode that is available on the S10 series. So in order to enable this, you need to go into display, and from here there is a mode called the night mode that you can enable. If you enable this, you can see that the complete UI turns dark, and we have all these dark UI elements to save some battery as well. So if I open up the dialer or the messaging app, everything has turned dark. Even the notification panel has turned dark, and when you go into settings, it's all dark. So this is the dark mode that we all wanted, and we finally get it on the Galaxy S10 with One UI. The third tip is screen mode and screen resolution. So if you go into the display settings area, here you can find area to change the screen resolution. So here we have HD plus, Full HD plus or WQHD plus resolutions for you to pick from. So you can pick whatever you want and apply. So in order to have the best experience and without compromising much battery, you can go with the Full HD plus version, or if you want the best quality to make the maximum out of this display, you can go ahead and enable the WQHD plus that is available on the S10 series. Also there is a screen mode option that is there on the S10 series. So with this you can change up how the display actually looks. So you can select the default vivid option, or you can go with a natural mode. If you actually prefer natural colors, you can go with that, or if you go with the vivid mode, you have more options to fine tune what the display is going to be like, whether you want it to be warm or cool. And then we even have more advanced controls over the RGB, so you can tune in the red, the green and the blue the exact way that you want to use your smartphone. One of my favorite features on the S10 is the new gesture navigation that is built into the device. So you can find it under settings, display, and under navigation bar. Now we have full screen gestures that we can use. So first off, you have to pick which button order you prefer, whether it's the button order 1 or button order 2. In the first one, we have the menu over here and on the left hand side, and the back button on the right hand side. And in button order 2, we have the back button on the left hand side and menu button on the right hand side. So you can pick which variant you prefer. I actually prefer the second variant. And now we have the screen gestures. So in order to go home, you can just swipe up like this, and in order to go back, you can swipe up from here. So let's say you're in the dial and you want to go back, you can just do that. And in order to open up the multitasking tray, you can just swipe from the right like this, and the multitasking tray opens up. If you actually don't like the full screen gesture navigations, you can go ahead and use the 3-key navigation that we have always used on Android devices. But if you want to experience something new, the full screen gestures are for you. Next up, let's talk about the always on mode that is built into the Galaxy S10 series. So this is available under settings, lock screen, and then there is a toggle to turn on the always on mode. So this is available across the S10 series. So if I go into the always on mode options, here you can actually go ahead and change up a lot of settings. So first off, you can change the display mode. This is how you determine when the always on mode will show up. So you can have tap to show, where the always on mode will be only shown for around 30 seconds, or you can have show always, which will show the always on mode continuously, or you can schedule it to show it during the daytime. I personally have it to always show because I like to have the clock there. It doesn't really take up much battery, so it's always good to have that option. And then for the screen orientation, you can select whether you like it to be landscape or portrait. I personally prefer it to be portrait. And you can even enable music information to show up in the always on mode, which is nice. Then we have auto brightness settings for the always on mode, or you can manually adjust the brightness of the always on mode. If it's too bright in auto, you can manually set it to be low so that you save some battery as well. And apart from that, you can go into the settings from there, and from here you can actually change up the look of the always on mode. So this is the new always on mode that is there on the S10 series, but we also have some of the old ones from previous generations. So you can change the type and the color. So we also have the same colors from before, so you can select which one you like and then go ahead and hit on done, and that's about it. And always on mode will be displayed every time you lock your device. In the next step, let's talk about the lock screen settings that are available on the S10 series. First off, we have the clock style, which you can adjust. So when you try to adjust the clock style, it will ask whether you want to adjust the always on mode clock or the lock screen clock. So in this case, I want to change the lock screen clock, so I can hit on that and change what the lock screen clock looks like. So we have quite a lot of options here, so that's nice. And you can also change the color and how it looks like to match according to your wallpaper. There's even a color picker, so if you want a completely unique color, you can do that with this, and all you have to do is hit on done, and you can change the lock screen color like that. And then there's also the contact information, where you can put any text that you want. For an example, if I want to put Andro Dollar over here, and now if I go into the lock screen, it will show up that information just like this. So let me give you guys a closer look at that. And apart from that, you can even adjust the app shortcuts that are available in the lock screen. So right now we have the dialer and the camera set up at the bottom corners, but you can enable it to touch and hold to show as well. And you can change up which application will open up from the left or right hand corner, so you can adjust it according to the way you want. In the next setting, I'm going to show you a valuable thing that will be used in a lot of cases when you want to adjust the media volume. So right now, when you try to adjust the volume, it will automatically adjust the ringing tone volume. However, there is a setting under sound and vibration to use the volume key to adjust your media. So if you enable that, and now if I try to adjust the volume, it will only adjust the volume for the media. So what this does is, when you want to play a game, if you just, without enabling this, if you just try to adjust the volume, it will only set your ringing tone volume and not your media volume. So if you open up a game in this state, if your media volume is set to high, it will blast off the sound. So if that's the problem here. So if you enable this, I personally like to enable this because I play games quite often. I do this to reduce the volume, but what happens is, more often than not, I'm adjusting the ringing tone volume and not the media volume. So in that case, that's a problem. So I like to have this volume control for media, because if I want to adjust the ringtone, I just put the device on silent mode, or else I can just now when I get the media volume pop up, I can just swipe down like this, and this will give me access to a ringing tone volume or notification tone volume and the system wide sound volume as well. On the Galaxy S10, there is also edge screen support, since the S10 and the S10 Plus both have edge screen displays. So in order to show that, you need to go into display, and from here you need to go into edge screen, and from here you can actually go into the edge panel settings or the edge lighting settings. We still have edge lighting. So edge lighting is the lighting effects that we have that goes around the whole border of the device. You can manage the effect and what it's like. So there are various effects for you to pick from, and let me actually change the width of this so that you can see clearly. So this is the first effect. That's this is actually the first effect. That's the basic one. Then we have the wave type, then we have the bubble effect, then we have the multicolor effect, then the glow effect, and finally we have the glitter effect. So you can pick which one you want, and you can even adjust the transparency of this, and you can adjust the width and also the duration, whether you want it set for a short period of time or long period of time. You can adjust it any way you want. And also when you go back, you also have edge panels. So from here you can enable which edge panels you want. So there's support for live messaging, people edge, smart select, task edge, weather, quick tools, and all of that. So you can pick whatever you want. And if you go back and just from the home screen, if you just swipe like this, you can open up the edge panel, and it will give you the most familiar tools. If you have been using a Samsung device for a long time, I'm pretty sure that you are already familiar with all of this. So we still have the edge screen support, the edge panel support on the S10 series. The Galaxy S10 series has superb cameras at the front and back. So in order to make use of these cameras, so let's say you want to quickly open up the camera, all you have to do is just go ahead and double tap the power key of this device. So when you do that, the camera will quickly open up just like this. So again, from the lock screen, so the phone is just in idle state. If I just go ahead and double press the power key, the camera will quickly open up. So now you can take any picture like this, and that's about it. That's a very quick tip for you to take fast pictures to open up the camera. So this setting is actually there under the settings area of the camera, and it's called the quick launch. So you can enable that manually if it is disabled, and quickly open up your camera to take any picture you want really fast. Finally, let me show you some biometric tips that are available on the S10 series. So first off, you need to go into biometrics and security, and you need to first off add in a face for face recognition. So this is how it works with face recognition. So you need to first put in a pattern. Let's say you want to put a pattern. Let me put a pattern like this, and then I need to select whether I'm wearing glasses. So I am wearing glasses. Let me select that, and now all right, it has registered my face. Alright, so it has done the registering part, and now there are useful features that it's showing, such as staying on the lock screen, and we have faster recognition, we have lift to wake and brighten screen. So I personally don't want the device to stay in the lock screen, so I will disable that. What will happen is, when I disable that, the device will automatically turn on when it recognizes my face. So see, the difference is I didn't really have to swipe up to open. Let me show you with that setting turned on as well. So now what happens is the device actually unlocks, but it doesn't open up like this. I have to manually swipe up to open it up. However, if I now see right here, it doesn't unlock automatically until I swipe. But however, if I go ahead and disable this, now it quickly opens up, and that's great. Again, we have the fingerprint scanner, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the S10 series. So let me show you the setup process. For that, you can just go ahead and set up your fingerprint like this. You will feel a little vibration when you're setting up the fingerprint. So 80% of the scan is done. A little bit more. Now I have to register the edges, and yeah, that's about it. And these are the fingerprint settings that are available on the S10 series. So we have the fingerprint unlock, and we have the icon when the screen is off. So you can actually enable, you can actually turn on the device without even actually turning on the screen. So the fingerprint scan is somewhere over here. See, I didn't even open up the screen on the S10. So the fingerprint scanner, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the S10 actually uses sound waves to unlock. So you don't really have to press hard on the screen. I'm just keeping my finger like that. So you don't have to put much effort to unlock the device. You just have to slowly keep your finger on the display, and the device will unlock.
Well guys, those are some awesome tips for you to make the maximum out of your all new Galaxy S10 device. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, definitely go ahead and share this with all of your friends all over social media. I'm pretty sure that all your other friends who have the S10 will find this video useful too. If you're new to my channel, definitely go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. And follow me on social media. I am at Andro Dollar. All the links are given down below in the description. And stay tuned to androdollar.com for all the latest from the tech world. If you have any other video suggestions featuring the Galaxy S10 series, drop a comment down below right now and I'll make that happen. And until I see you guys in my next video, this is Banu signing out.